Alright, we can continue back here now after the server restart. What do I have in my inventory? Just enough stuff for the next thing I want to do. I'm going to put a pause in the docking bay area. It looks pretty complete, but one of the things I really want to do is fix my docking collar on the sides here. So if we do... I'll nix you, or... Remote control doesn't have to be facing out. It can be this next block under. So let's do that. We'll take that. You go here. This can be my remote control. No problem. Our remote control. And I want... This is the bottom. Where's the camera going to go? I wanted to stick it underneath, but I'm going to have some sloping going on there, so it can't be there. I will probably put it next to that connector. So let's do that remote control here and camera right there. Let's get a couple of you and a couple of you, remote control. Put that there, and this guy can go here. And I'll want to name that camera and remote control while I'm at it. I always find it's easier just to... So this camera, this will be my foot thistle, right? Docking camera. And a remote control. This remote control will be my swift thistle, right? Docking remote control. That way I can take control of the ship and pilot it through here, just so I can tag that connector wherever I want it to go. And we'll do that over here as well. Remote control can go back here. We'll put you remote and camera. There we go. And I already had the materials in hand. There we go, and camera. So now I can connect and see where I'm going a little bit easier with this setup. That'll look good. And on that note, why don't I go and pay a visit to some stations? Got some progress going on around here, but let's go and see a station. Beauty. I need to get this thing so far welded up. I need to work a lot more plating and stuff. Oh, it's just so huge. This is a big project. Why am I doing this on a server? Why? 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 Let's check, see, am I a station? I am a ship now. I am a ship. I can turn on my thrusters, and let's see what our jump drive is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go 6, 7, 8, 9. We have an odd number, and our max, we've got 4,000 kilometers on here. That's so bad. But we do have a ton of resources we're still chomping through. So once we finish the big stuff, that should stabilize. We do have plenty of more space for jump drives to go. And while we're at it, let's add a GPS to search for, and we can go and see them. While I'm sitting here, I can set up those remote controls that we did earlier. This is my docking side. I can go over here. Let's go. Again, we'll do left, right. We'll do left and right here as well. Close. So if I do 3 is the left. This is the left on the left. I hit 3 and 3. We'll just view, and we'll go left. Docking connector. Switch lock. If I go over here, I can indeed see. I'm in control, so this is now how I'm moving the ship. So if we go F to get out of there, I'm actually manipulating the ship from that remote control, which is neat. Now I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll hit 4. I'm now in control of the right side. We'll add our camera on here. We also want our right. I'll just leave it on 4. And our connector. Let's just do right. We want the right docking connector, which would go here. And that way it's just kind of the same going across. I'm not going to do anything else with this docking connector other than switch lock from there. But really, I'm just going to do the one lock, and then I'll come back out here. And then I have left and right to leave. I don't have to actually do anything from that control surface. All right, let's go. Oh, it's on the planet. Hmm. Whichever planet it is, I do not want. Back away from there. Let's go on a little cruise. Oh, I need so many more gyros again. We can't jump into it because it's a natural gravity field. That sucks. But what we can do is do a blind jump. Remove. We're at 61 something, so if we jump you down to 61 short, let's point ourselves at it a little better and engage. All right, jump complete, and this is Triton. Go hide that glaring sun behind us. So that is Triton. That's either on the surface or on the other side of the planet. Let's get ourselves a little cruise going here. There's 4, and that way I can just start drifting that way. It doesn't really matter, because the 200 kilometers I'm going to go really won't be traversed through. Ooh, God, that's only got 1 connection point. Let me go fix that. Let me come to a whole stop first. I don't kill myself or something. Mm-hmm. Oop. I did not notice how disconnected this was. I thought I had fixed that. Perfect. There. Excellent. Okay. That could have been catastrophically bad if I lost a whole pylon in the dumbest of ways. Because I've got all my expensive jump drives sitting in here. And they are all drained too. Everything. Because that was all of my maximum range just about. We can take a look at reactor capacity while we're at it. Having completed that jump, the reactor should be burning, and we're at 73%. We're going to add more jump drives to it. Each of them are going to be taking another 32 megawatts whenever they're charging. So 4 times that at least. I think I can put 4 more. Yeah, I can put 4 more easily in these nacelles. And then probably 2 more forward in there. We're not going anywhere. Let's just face it. We're not going anywhere. And I'll just wait until it's done. Impatiently wait. And work some shaping. So this is how I wanted things to go. This was the shape of what I wanted. I need to taper it down, going this way some more too. These are going to be triangles. All right, these are triangles. Let's see if I can tier this up. I did it. Here. Separate it. Yeah. We'll walk that around. There we go. And we can pull this around. This will be the top layer. See how this looks. Adding just so much more mass to the ship by doing this. Hindering the very efforts I'm trying to do by moving around more effectively. So this is coming up. I pulled this in early so that it could taper down. I should do the same with this. So I pulled that back 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'll do that same tapering back. We'll see how this looks. I don't know if I like it. Okay, that kind of blends in and tapers down. It'll do away with the original structure I had in here. All of this can go away. There we go. I'll pull this around just so I can have an outline of how things are going to look. I don't want to weld it all by hand. That sounds like torture. I can make a welding ship for that and just have it pull things a few thousand plate at a time. Doing this, that way I can see what's going on with my ship just a little bit better. Make some outlines for things. Alright, empty jump drives are good. Let's hop inside and we can do some shorter jumps. So if we look at it, we'll go jump drive, take the number 1. Don't want the full thing. Let's go to 12. You're 200. Let's go up a little bit. We should be able to see if it is indeed on the surface or in space from here. It looks like it may indeed be on the surface. One more jump will tell us. Oh, number 1. I want to try something here. Let's do... If I take my primary jump drive, which is that number 1, that's going to be smoked all the time. 1 is always going to be smoked. Whatever the last one is, 13. I'll put 13 on here. 13. Who's jump drive? Jump drive 13. You. You can place in here. My secondary. You. Jump drive 13. Let's make you number 112. Only 137. That should be fine. Let's look that direction and press it. Because my number 1 jump drive up on the top there was recharging. But I've got so many other drives to cook through. So I don't care. And yep, I saw 13 over there flash red, so we only smoked it. Let's take a look this way. That's going to be on the surface. At least we know we can update our cartography. Let's do that jump again. 130 something towards the surface. I just want to find some sort of space-based station here. Because this is definitely not going down on 1G. It will never come back. Streaming in, that can be good, it can be bad. Not too worried about finding people. I'd rather see some station markers. What do you say? Station markers? No? This is the one I'm interested in now. Because it is in front of me. So if I did another... Let's do 76. Can I jump that? Nope. 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 There we go. That'll work there. This GPS is clearly on Triton. This is, am I looking at the right one? Minus 269. Yep, I am looking at the right one. And 45 kilometers away. Where are you? You're down there on the surface too. It looks like we're near Beacon. Let's go see that. Let's jump that way. Jump number 1. I don't want to go that fast. Number 1, take me there. Only 5 kilometers on that jump, so I will cruise my way over. Ooh, yeah, space base, Triton. And I get to use my docking. Yes, yes. That's cool. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Put in these new features and stuff, and then actually get to use them. Let's get a bit closer. We're just cruising right now. I hit that number 4 button to turn off my braking thrust, so I can actually turn up and down in any other direction. And my thrusters will fire as necessary to move me as such, and then stabilize. That way I'm not drifting wildly at some angle. I like doing that. Not the drifting wildly, but the more manageable cruise control. Alright. Let's see how long it takes for us to slow down. Let's stop at 5. Only a couple 100 meters. I hit it about 600 meters out, and we stopped about 4. Now the hard part is seeing the correct orientation. Oh man, the roll sucks so bad. Where is the docking? I think I'm on the right side for it. It's got 2 little pads from my point of view. It's got 2 little pads on its left, which means on this right here there should be 2 big things sticking up. Yeah. And from here I'll go to 2, and we're on the left. So I hit 3. 3 again for that camera. And it looks like I just passed one of them. I'll pull forward. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then up, and then we can come closer. I'm not liking what I'm seeing there. I don't want to merge with you. Oh, the camera is offset. So I want to actually look at this block. And then we should be connected. We'll let it drift. We might need to turn and then come up. Let's scooch. I want to be centered off of here. That means I need to go down, because that's where the camera is, centered on that block. I just move forward. There we go. Now it's ready to connect. And we're docked. Okay. Okay, so I don't care about where the remote control is, just that it's facing in the right direction. My issue was this camera is in the center of a large grid block. So I didn't actually get to see this connector whatsoever. I actually have to look ahead and try to put myself there. That's what was going on. On my mining ship, the connector or the camera is right here in line, so I can actually just see that connection when it's ready. But I cannot do that with this orientation, because this is going to be covered in ship plating. But that said, we are good as far as this goes. Let's come in here and see what we've got. ATM, store. I want data pads. Buy me some data pads. Power kits, ships, but no data pads. Data pads are going to give us other locations of various stations, not what you guys have. Let's do acquisitions. I can get you cobalt and platinum. Get some fat stacks of money. I will accept both of you. And then pay you out immediately from Swift Thistle. And then from Swift Thistle. You don't have 72 platinum? It's probably sitting in an assembler or something. I'm pretty sure I've built platinum. Oh, this will be so nice once I actually get the ship made, because then I can come in and do stuff. But thankfully, I don't have to go very far. We'll just talk to the door. Let's talk to the door. We want STCC. We were looking at our ingots. We do have platinum. We want 72, and we don't have nearly enough, so we will swap refinery. Let's have you build that. I want platinum. You can go away. You can go away. You can take the platinum. You. There. That's the way I get things sorted. I want you getting platinum as well. All hands on deck for platinum at the moment. Go away. You have some platinum. Alright, that's 6 refineries, all chipping away at platinum. It's very inefficient and very slow, so I am going to be here for a moment. Right in orbit. Okay. I don't think that note transfers over, but I know the name does, and so do the coordinates. And you only have so much data that you can transfer, for lack of a better word. So if your coordinates are super big, like you've got a really far out coordinate in a really big name, you're not actually going to get that to be copy-pastable or anything like that. But these are fractions of a meter, so, or these two are fractions of a meter, so we are, on one coordinate plane, we're almost 10,000. Here we are offset by 250,000, so on and so forth. And these coordinates are based off of the entire coordinate system for the server centered on Earth. So with that in mind, you can go to the Earth-like planet, or you don't even have to go there. You can just put in 000 for all your coordinates, and then put some distance above that, and find where the surface is, or where the space, where the gravity well ends and space begins. And then you can even go a little further beyond that if you want, and actually have one of, you can put however many coordinates you want. But if you did 4 coordinates, you can get to like corners of places. But if you have like 6, you should be able to get in a pretty decent jump area. So if you had x plus, x minus, y minus, z plus, z minus, then you could jump around a planet as long as those are far enough away from the gravity well. But we're not doing that right now. We are taking, let's take stock of that inventory, where we can just see how much we needed. 75? Did it say? I think it said 75. So we can just wait impatiently. I guess what we can do is find out where these cargo containers are at, so I know not to dump things in places. What are you? You are components. I probably don't want components in here. So what if I called you miscellaneous? Just because it's right up front and there's no protection to it whatsoever. And you can be like ore. You are miscellaneous, so if I take the miscellaneous one and I call you the ore one, and then I go here, you can be miscellaneous. That way these guys in the back are better protected from things. You can be, what are you? You are, make you ingots, because you'll be super valuable. And then components. So now I know which one I should and should not be dumping things into. Let's go comps. Comps has ores, so let's mess with those STCC components and ingots. We'll take the ores one. Yes. We'll go down to ores. Ores, you can take all of the ores, obviously. And then I will receive the components. That's going to take a while. We can go and check to see if they had anything else. Nope. You have anything else I can do? Contracts, acquisitions. Oh, good. That we can accept. 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 Accepted. Can't do the platinum yet. You need 72. We're working it. Take from my inventory. Take from my inventory. I think I have 200 girders. I do. Okay. I don't want to haul. Hauling will let you find other stations, but it may also be on a planet or really, really far away. Plus, they are timed. So I only have so much time to go so far. 2,000 kilometers. That's got to be another planet, so that shouldn't be too bad. I would assume it's another planet. This one, 3,000 kilometers. It's got to be back towards where it came from. But if it's on the surface of a planet, like this one's way out in deep space, which wouldn't be bad because I know that's going to be space. But I'm not going to go do the ones that make me go to a surface, because that's 7 minutes one way just to get to the surface of the planet, which is why I would rather stay in space. But with this working, I'll back out of the station. Let's go unlock. I'll just shift this way. And I need to back out of the station so I can get outside of the safe zone. If any part of my grid is in there, I can't build and I can't weld. And I should have enough components for 2 more jump drives. So with that said, let's put them in my queue. Jump drives, 1, 2, 3, 4. I meant 2 apiece. Clearly, there's 4. Let's take another double check here. Hangar, we can open the doors. Open. And let's take a look at the, I guess it's components, COMP. There we go. ST large components, how many? I should have. Do minor stuff. I will dump what I don't need into there. And then I will take everything else. Because anything that has cargo is going to receive it, which is going to be annoying, but at the very least, I should have some extra stuff floating around. And I don't have a script or anything to constantly put things where I want them to go. Ooh, I'm going to need a welder on this guy, too. So I did remove that. I did take a little plate on me. Let's put the welder back in. And I'll be smarter about it this time. I'll take it from here. There we go. And we want to escape. Go nice and slow. I'll actually use the dampeners off. We do a nice slow cruise out. And enough of that. Let's come down. Go to the second page. Welder will add you back on, off. Scooch over. And I do want to place. Ooh, can I fit another jump drive in there? I mean, yeah, there's space for 1 there, but what about one more? Otherwise, it goes up the front. And it might just go up the front. Let's see here. So I don't want to lose all that decorations that I put in there. It's a pain in the butt. So you're good. And yeah, I could just tack that on there. I don't see why not. I think so. I see. Let's see how much that bothers me. Probably not going to be enough. There we go. Probably not going to be enough to care. That's what I should say. There we go. I think I tapped them both. Yep, all of my materials are in here. Great. Well, that's those 2 done, which means I can start finishing off the pylon and the nacelle. That way it'll be somewhat more complete looking. Let's come over here and place these guys too. I think once all the lights and the plating are on here, it'll start to look a little more, I don't want to say realistic. I mean, everything in here is the fantasy, but it'll look a little more believable, because right now it kind of looks like trash, only being partially constructed. And then having a mix of paints everywhere as well. Because I've got the borrowed pylon skin, and I've been building in the worn torn for the light armor. It actually looks pretty decent as I'm building it. So it's been useful. Help this along. Since I have to wait here several minutes for that platinum to refine, and I will wait here a couple more minutes for jump drives to recharge and extend my range in that time. Back out and go up this way. Turn that off. We'll actually take it off when we get into the bay. We can come through here, line up nicely. Touchdown. There we go. Oh, I need to dock back up. I was about to say, let's just go walk back in. I can just go walk back in. Let's do this practice one more time. I can close the door. And while I'm at it, I'm doing on the left and the left, so I'll just double tap 3. Go forward and turn a bit more. This is the block that I'm looking for. Both the cameras are forward. If I just center up here. Phew, perfect. Got it, coach. I'll have to make something so I can get around here. I want to start putting a gravity generator on the ship and walk around. I need to finish the lower hull first so I can see what the limits of things I need to work with are. But that's what I'm working towards. But I can't really do that now. I don't really know how many decks I need or can have, how big the rooms are, any of that stuff. Nothing yet. Did you get data pads by chance? No. That's fine. I don't have cash on me, nor do I need it. This is a couple kilometers away, so I'll go fly there. Excuse me, doors. Go zoom out of here. Let's go get that, since I know where I'm at. One other thing that you'll want on a ship that's doing this kind of stuff too is an antenna on the ship. You don't need to set it to like super long ranges, no more than a couple hundred meters is really necessary. And that way, while you're docked at the station, if you ever need to build something, like hey, I've got 100 small steel tubes, and I need 500. Well, you can just queue that up from being inside the station, and you don't actually have to go anywhere. It's pretty nice just to be able to do that, and that way you can just absolutely just be as lazy as possible. I don't like having to run around, go back and forth, pick things up in my inventory. Oh, hey, how much of this did I need again? I can just tell it to pull from the ship. I think that's a better way of doing things. So if I need to queue stuff up, I don't actually have to leave this station. I can just use that remote control and then get in here. Dude, I want... Other variants of my Swift Thistle have spoiler, for lack of a better word, coming across the back here. It'll give me, a place to put antennas and such, but don't need it. There's no data pads here. That's just something else I was thinking of, having a spoiler of sorts. So here we can unlock, and let's move off to the side. Those are almost done. Left the safe zone. Let's take a look at, it's like 2 on Titan. I've got Satyr, and get rid of this Triton station. SMCM, or SATR. Let's tell number 1. SMTM. Select and let's go. Cannot jump into the gravity field. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just look in that direction and jump 6,000 kilometers. I want number 13. Who is on my bar down here? You were 13. 13. We will take 6,000. Yeah, see, my jump drive range is already increasing. I want 6,042. That should work. So one of the weird things about this is that it works based upon a percentage of the jump drive's capability, which is constantly fluctuating, as opposed to a specific distance. So if I just say, hey, I wanted to go 6,000 kilometers, I can't do that. Where are my 2 signals? Over here on Titan. We'll go back to Titan then. So that makes it difficult to get to exactly where you want to go. And it can be kind of annoying. Let's go here, GPS. Both of those are on Titan. Let's go jump drive number 1 is consumed. All of you are consumed. I'll grab one of the last 4. Dang it. Okay, well, let's do jump. Who is the last of you? Drive. 16, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We'll grab number 17 and put you on here now. Drive 17. And you now go here, and that way I can call you. Drive 17. Not the maximum. I want 100 kilometers. Go. The 13 one way and 19 the other. I can actually jump to both of those from here. So that answers the question. Let's go here, GPS. You are a Satyr. Engage. This way. I know from the speed earlier, it took about 200 meters to slow. So 2, 3, slow. Just enter that field. No, not even. Now it's a matter of where is that connector? I think that's it. Yeah, it's bound to be. Let's go number 2, left side, left side. We're down. Yeah, that's my connector. Let's go this way. Down. Rotate the ship. And roll it. Roll. And here we go. Look at this block. And if we look here. Are we going to make contact? I'm in the zone. Please. I am a little high. There we go. Got it. Oh, I didn't put the damn antenna on. That's what I was thinking. Sitting there talking about putting the antenna on in case I needed to build something, and then I completely don't do it. Access denied. Don't give me that. Here. Give me, yes, acquisition contracts, please. Radio components, power cells, nickel ore. So I don't have any ore on me. And this is another thing that I do sometimes too, is I'll put iron, nickel, and silicon ore, just the ores, not the ingots or anything, in an isolated cargo container. So it's not part of the network. So it can't be withdrawn. Just specifically for these contracts, because otherwise I just left, 30 grand on the counter there. And that's pretty much what happened. But that way I can knock those extra little hangly, finagly ones out. That way I can just take care of those odd little contracts here and there and not have to worry about it. Okay. So that's done. Do you have data pads for me? You do. I will take them. Give me all of your data pads. Thank you. And with data pads, I've got more locations to work with. Let's open this guy. Copy, and over to my notepad. Go here, we'll take this guy. We'll read this guy, CLSR. Cleared that data pad, IMEX. Last one. These are probably stations that are really far away, being, what is that, 110,000 kilometers or 110,000 meters away from the central plane. That's how you can kind of tell where they're at. Somewhere not near. That's essentially where I'm getting at. Somewhere not near. 22 kilometers, yes. That's what I want. Unlock. 22 kilometers this way. It's like all my jump drives are charged. What is my range? Maximum range of 8,000. Still not enough to get me out very far at 30 or whatever. But hey, it's a start. I'm also very heavy with all the ore that needs to be refined, so that's another thing. But we'll put in some more jump drives. The forward part of these nacelles can also house some jump drives. So what do I have in production? 20. Let's just take a look at the superconductors I have on hand. I have 1,000, so that should be about 8 jump drives worth of stuff. Don't see, yeah, that's 1. Let's just tell it to build, 4 more. 2, 3, 4. 4 more jump drives. Because no, you didn't use my platinum. It's just thruster components that used it. I thought that those gravity components did as well, but I was wrong. Let's see, what does my number 8 do? Nope, jump distance will be truncated, do not want. Drive number 1. We will remove this. And let's jump. Stream it in. Where's the other station? The one behind me I don't want. That's sadder. That's the one I want. So if we jump out a little bit, I can beacon jump to it. Because I am too close to the gravity well here. Get another one of them. Then I should be able to beacon jump. Beacon jump. Probably turn off my beacon if I'm not going to use it. That way I don't have that lingering name sitting there the whole time. Apparently we're in the gravity well. That's just how close these stations sit down. There we go. Well, where is your docking port at? Not there. We'll just circle about and pretend that we're in all of the pylons. Again, we'll do left. We'll do 3 and 3. Can I see? No. There's one on the inside, but I'm not reaching that guy. Right, here we are. Oh, a little too much speed there. No. Come on, camera. I mean, this looks pretty good to me. Why can't we connect? What is the camera missing? We are too high. Or do you have an extra? You don't have an extra something. Or do we? No, you're too low. Go. Backwards. No. Go. Turn in. There. Now it's ready to. It was just off by a little bit. And I didn't build my antenna again. Why? Okay. Anyways. Come in here. Let's check out data pads. Nothing. Well, that's a shame. We'll do some acquisitions. Computers, power cells, and girders. I accept all of the above. And I should have all of the above. I'm just assuming that I do. I honestly don't know. I just tell my ship to build a whole bunch of things, and then I use them. So like girders, I don't have any more girders, so I just go pump out a few hundred more girders. I only needed that 264. Okay, slammed the door in my face. I only needed that 264 or whatever for girders, but perfect example of how if I just had it queued, I could tell my ship to build it without having to come all the way out of this station. Production, so if we just did, let's do another 1,000 girders. And advance that up. There. So now it'll chew through that, get me some girders working. And that was the last acquisition I needed. I can't do anything with those data pads on me, because there's no cargo access there. Let's come in here. And it's chipping through those pretty fast. I'm not going to wait very long to see if it's got it right now. There we go. Refresh. Don't want to do searches. No. But that's a simple acquisition. I think for now, I'll just go and figure out where the rest of these sites are at. And probably leave it there for now. But once I get all those data pads put together into something a little more cohesive and organized, we will be able to share that information, and I'll post that on in a guide. Just like I've got some for NA number 2, I've got a couple of stellar cartography prospect maps, and then I've got the station guides out there, so those are easy references. You can do the same thing with these as well. We'll pop out of here. I actually will just use the dampeners off for the moment. Set our jump drive up. There's a place I want to go that I know. Jump drive number 1. Take me. I want to get to you. Select. So with that said, we'll see you next time. Till then, go forth and build great things.